should responsibility just stop at responsibility and not go to sacrifice if sacrifice will not be appreciated?
Once you bring up what you did for me, you don't have to bring it up. If you're tired, you go in.
If I do something for you, like constantly, and then you now start to take it for granted, I'll call your attention to it that no.
Straight up.
No. You're getting entitled.
Then usually say women have fish brain. There's no step you want to take as a woman that the man has one.
Yeah, I don't agree that women have fish brain, no.
Women don't have fish
No,
brain.
I mean.
Welcome to today's episode of The Grounded Man. My name is Abiola. On today's episode, we will be speaking about responsibility versus sacrifice. In between it, we have entitlement. And with me here, I have
Simon Priestley, relationship enrichment coach and expert.
Folukemi Seun-Abudu. I'm an interior designer.
And yes, your co-host, as always, Tosin Gbadebo, a human resource management consultant. Now, straight to the conversation. Responsibility, sacrifice. Now, a lot of men, we are born to be responsible, or we are being taught and we are being told to be responsible. Now, it gets to a point whereby some men are responsible to the what's the word now? They are so responsible that they become over responsible. And sometimes they go the extra length, which is where sacrifice comes in. Because sacrifice for me is when you discomfort yourself, when you go the extra mile to make sure that things are sorted out and things are being done. But sometimes sacrifice will still be seen as responsibility. Yeah, you are the man, sort it out. You are the man, just get it done. Just make it happen. You are the man. He's always the man. You get me now? And at a point, the one who is making the sacrifice, being the person that the blood is still flowing in his vein, and he knows that, look, I'm killing myself. I'm going the extra mile. I'm doing this thing. But these guys don't seem to see it. Or they're just making me feel like it is my responsibility to do it. And I know within myself that I've gone beyond what my capacity can undo. I am now sacrificing. So the discussion table to be opened right now is, at what point does responsibility become sacrifice? At what point should responsibility, or let me put it this way, should responsibility just stop at responsibility and not go to sacrifice if sacrifice will not be appreciated? Let's just stop it at responsibility and we don't have to sacrifice if sacrifice will not be appreciated. Because I've seen a lot of men, when they grow older and when they are old, in their old age, a lot of men have complained that the children would appreciate their mother more than them. A lot of men have complained that over time. And the mothers are very vocal with their sacrifices. Very vocal. And the men are sometimes very reserved with their sacrifices.
To buttress your point there, we were having a conversation on Friday. It was a 3-man conversation at an event. And we're all 3 guys. I think we have, that conversation was Femi, we have Idris, and that was me, the 3rd person. And we're like, damn it, man, if my wife is going for a Mugu, I'm following her. And we're like, oh, you want to go and sleep in your in-laws house? Don't worry, I will rent a hotel. I'll pay for the hotel. Anywhere my wife is going, we will go together, because enjoyment is not meant for only one person. Somebody has sacrificed. Both husband and wife sacrifice all through the life for the children. Then that gets to a point where the children feel like, oh, some certain things are in quotes for only the women. But when it comes to responsibility, it's in quotes for only one person, not for both gender. I was reading a story this morning online. A junior brother was talking about his elder brother that lives in Canada. Mind you, the elder brother is not married. So they said in that story, or he said in that story, that he sends money home all the time. He doesn't miss it. He sends money home at the appointed time all the time. He has never missed it for let's say, I think 5 years or thereabout. So, and they said nobody usually asks him that, how are you? How are you, friend? What are you doing? The question they usually ask him is, how far now is Canada? That's all. Nobody wants to ask questions that, how are you doing it? What are you up to? What have you been doing? Fast forward to years later, I can't remember, there's a break-in, I can't remember some part of it, but what my brain picked is, the brother now says, so maybe somebody reached out to them or something like, your brother wakes up every night to cry. That he barely has anything left to feed himself with when he's done sending money home, paying his bills and doing this and doing that. As untrue that it may sound to some people watching this podcast today, I think it's true. Because my dad once told me that, oh, Abdul, come here. You know that I should have relocated to the US a long time ago. I'm like, okay, why didn't you? Because like, I always ask myself that if I relocate, who will take care of my wife and my children? Obviously, I will send them money. Money is not always everything when it comes to family. It's not, I don't think responsibility should be tied down to money alone. I think a lot of people assume that responsibility is just provide money. Nah, I don't think it's money.
So to tie the loose ends right now, I think we'll just open it up. Simon, how do we draw the line here? How do we get to realize when it is responsible?
Or should we do ladies first?
No, I think Simon, who is the expert.
Okay, so for me, responsibility is what you should do. Like a duty, a job.
Okay.
That's what responsibility is. While sacrifice is
Commitment.
what you choose to do.
Okay.
Bearing in mind that you would inconvenience
Yourself.
Yeah, for the other party or for people. So that's the difference. Responsibility, what you should do, then sacrifice, what you choose to do. Yes. And so I think that if we look at and then like Tosin was saying, there comes a time where sometimes sacrifice shouldn't be one-sided.
Okay.
So there are situations whereby maybe it's the man that is sacrificing or the woman that is sacrificing.
Okay.
You now see that it's one-sided and one is killing
The
himself, for the other person, and it shouldn't be so. And so you have to draw a line. If you are trying to do some things for the family, it shouldn't be one-sided.
Okay.
It should, balance it.
One thing should fuel the other.
Yes, it should balance itself out. And so when one party is sacrificing for the other, that's when you really see it as a sacrifice, because you are killing yourself for the other person, and the other person is
Just
basically
there,
not
not
doing anything.
reciprocated.
Yes, that's when their issues arise. Yeah. And it now becomes a big thing that, I'm sacrificing so much for the family and this person is not doing anything. Yeah.
Well, but what happens when because I think Priestley would have one or two to say before we move to the next topic.
What we need to try and bring balance to now, I think, is the terminologies.
Okay.
It's not really sacrifices versus responsibility. It's really duties versus responsibility. In between, you have sacrifices. Do you understand? Duty is what you're probably, is defined that this is what you're doing. Responsibility is what you choose to do.
Sorry, responsibility is what you choose to do.
Yes.
Oh, I disagree with that.
No, hold on. You can check the definition. That's the idea.
Okay.
It's what you choose to do. In other words, you can balance it this way. Responsibility is responding to your ability.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand what you are capable of, and you choose to do it because you're capable of
doing it.
But due to you are called, paid, assigned. Do you understand? It's a commitment, an obligation, because you are in that role. Okay. If you work in a company, the secretary has a duty as a secretary. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because of the role given to her. But if the place is dirty, right, and she's able to clean the place, but she's not the cleaner. But because we all work in the same environment, and if somebody walks into this building and sees that this place is unkempt, it's not to a role. They won't attack a role. They will attack the entire
institution, the organization.
That's an unkempt place. But to save the face of the organization, the secretary, who's not the cleaner, but has the ability to clean, responds to that.
So that makes her responsible.
That's it. That's why she's called a responsible person.
Okay. That makes sense.
An irresponsible person is a reckless person. You have the ability, but you left it. Now, duty is defined. You are the secretary. You attend to guests. You attend to, and then you are doing all of that. In all of this, if you go overboard to do your job as a secretary, that's a sacrifice.
Okay.
The goal is a lot of the times I think organizations have these issues too. I train for organizations too, so I know that when people feel entitled because they think they are giving more. Nobody cares about the process you went through. We care about the results.
The results.
And sometimes people get entitled to say, you don't even know what I went through.
But is that right?
The question is this: you're not paid to tell me about your process. You're paid to produce
Results.
Over time, your result will accrue.
But is that not inhuman?
And that's what I'm saying.
Empathy.
Is that not code?
It's not about code. It's about we'll bring it back to relationship. It's not about code.
Right.
It's about getting a job done.
Okay.
This company is not established on any relation, on any emotional grounds.
Grounds.
On any emotional grounds.
However.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
So, but that means the same approach.
But you have employed human beings.
No, hold on.
But that means the same approach cannot be.
Hold on. This is the reason why most companies don't outlast their owners.
Okay.
Let's balance it. You're either kind or you're nice. And if you're nice, you'll never go far.
You are either kind or you are nice.
Okay.
If you're kind, you will do well.
Okay.
You are kind because you are rewarding results.
Your result. Okay.
Nice is
Okay.
that the result is not coming, but you are still rewarding.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes
You
sense.
get the
That
idea.
makes sense. That makes sense.
You get the picture there. So
That's
if
fine.
this is your duty, I should be saying thank you for doing your job. It is your job. But if you have a responsibility, this is not your job, but you responded to a need. Oh, I should come and say, oh, well done, thank you. That was great. Are we getting what I'm trying to say?
Priestley, I would like to bring this in. That narrative, do you think it works? Yes, that works perfectly well for institutions, organizations, and all that. In my own opinion, I don't think it would work in a family setting.
I was going there.
Because emotions, okay, so
I was going there.
let's have your school of thought
What
on
is
that.
the definition of relationship? Why are we going to get involved? And what are we hoping to accomplish? It's still part of it's still a job. Two different people will come together and say they want to live for the rest of they are total strangers, crying aloud. I don't care how much you know yourself, but the people who grow with you know you better than these people that you're bringing yourself into. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So you are two strangers trying to coexist.
Okay.
So there has to be an understanding. Why are we becoming a thing? And it's the lack of this definition that is causing problems in most homes. Because sometimes you don't even know why a person needs you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It could be because they have an interest in you, and the interest is not love. Interest is because I've seen something I can benefit from you. And when I stop benefiting that, you are of no use to me.
Is it supposed to be like that?
No, that's what I said.
You are shattering tables right now.
We've got to talk this areas. Because the truth is that
Be as blunt as you can.
yes, a lot of people use their feelings to becloud their judgments. Judge it. I like you. Why? Do you understand what I'm saying? Why? Why do you want us to be a thing? Once that definition is clear, everybody knows what we're expecting from each other. Do you understand what I'm saying? We all know what we're expecting from each other, right? So because it's clear. So if we're going to start a relationship, we now know that we're a team, not that one person is a benefactor and the other person is the beneficiary. We're a team. We're all bringing
To the table.
to make the relationship work. And this is what we mean by bringing.
Okay.
First of all, there is what the Chinese philosophy calls, there's something the Chinese philosophy describes as the yin of a lady and the yang of a man.
Okay.
This is the energy that balances the ecosystem of relationship. And this has nothing to do with material things. It's talking about the energies. First of all, women bring balance and flow.
Okay.
Men bring governance
And order.
and order. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Men bring governance. This is where you now have leadership. But that makes the man the head, as it were. All right? Now, once we understand that's what we're doing, we're now all bringing these energies to make what we have agreed to do work.
Balance.
All right? Nobody's entitled.
Or nobody's supposed to be entitled.
Well, nobody's supposed
By
to
the
be
definition, nobody's supposed to be entitled.
entitled.
We're all supposed to be committed equally. Equal energy from different energy standpoints. Because you can't bring a man's energy as a woman. You can also bring a woman's energy as a man. So if you are bringing a woman's energy, you're bringing 100% of that energy.
To the table.
Men are bringing also 100% of his energy. Not 50-50. It's not a 50-50 affair. It's 100.
So how do we measure this energy? How do we know it's 100? How do we who defines the role? Who defines this duty?
Let me add to that your question.
how do we get
So
to
I
know
think
it?
nowadays, I would like to ask Madam Folukemi. I see a lot of things online, and I'm hearing he has to take care of everything. Oh. I'm a baby girl for life. I'm not working. My money is my own money. My mom say I should give a man my money. No, I won't do that. Oh. I quite understand that a lot of things happened when people pass through different phases in life. Some had terrible experiences with their boyfriends when they were in school. So a lot of different experience, to be honest. I saw a video of one Asari lady. She's a Nigerian, I think. She's an adult content creator. Do you understand? And one thing that I really admire, I won't say like admire about her, is that she was asked, the person interviewing her asked her that, what advice do you have for other ladies that would like to go into your line of business? And what she said really made me understand that in reality, she sincerely knows what she's doing. And these are the things that she said that I can pick from the top of my head. She said, if you are not built for this, don't go into it. Don't go into it with emotions. Be sure that this is what you want to do with your life. Stand with it, own it with your chest. Because the comments I've received, the backlash that my families have received, if I was not certain of what I want to do in my life, I would have left this business a long time ago. So now, where am I going to with all this? A lot of people don't know what they want to do with their life when they are going into relationships, like Priestley has said. Mostly, I don't want to attach it to your gender. Do you understand? Because I don't want to, it's not a gender-based conversation. We have a lot of men that are using women. And we have a lot of women that are taking men for granted and they are using sentiment to say, because I'm the woman, I'm entitled to this. In your own opinion, what do you think is ought to be? What would you say as a woman for this kind of topic?
Okay, so for me, I feel that we are all products of our environment.
True.
Products of our upbringing.
True.
And so now, like you said, what is playing out now is we have a totally different generation that feels that, and I'm not saying that it is wrong, a woman should be independent. You should be able to do one or two things on your own.
True.
But now what we have playing out is that women now feel like they don't need men. Like they can do things on their own. And so that's why you find people saying, my money is my money, his money is his money. But we were not brought up.
His money is our money.
His money is our money. His money is our money. Okay. But we were not brought up that way.
True, like, I wasn't brought up that way.
Yeah, growing up, when I was in secondary school, I saw maybe even after my dad had given me stuff, maybe it was not enough. My mother came in, to add her own bit. And so that was what we grew up seeing. My
mom did a lot of that. So she was one of she held the home in high esteem. Like she did my dad did over a lot, do you understand? But my mom made it easy for him because...
But the question now was, what mommy was doing, was it seen as sacrifice? Why what daddy was doing, was it seen as...
I think coming from what Priestley said, I will see it, now that I would say, I don't know the English word, I don't know what the English word is, bon. Now that I'm more...
Do you know the reason why I asked this question? Maybe I should back it up with why I asked this question. I've had a lot of... I've seen a lot of mothers call their children after they've grown up.
When they are married.
That I knew what I did for you when your father had nothing. I sold my gold to back up school fees when your father could not afford it.
Is that a healthy conversation to your children?
What if you sold your gold and the child ended up being a stupid child?
No, that's what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is, mommy is saying it as I sacrificed for you. But daddy paid school fees all along and did not make a fuss about it.
We're still missing the point. This is the end goal we're looking at.
Okay.
Do you know how many daddies paid bills for children to school abroad and they became drug addicts? Okay. It's not just about the sacrifice, it's the outcome.
And so now that the outcome is good, it's because the outcome is good. That is why mommy can call the boy to say that I sold something for your sake.
What we are trying to put on the table is not just because sacrifice is in the mix, whether you like it
or not.
If anything is worth doing,
it's worth doing well.
Attention, give it everything. Okay? It would be wrong of anybody to pride themselves on the sacrifices they made. I mean, the only person that should have done that and has never done it is Jesus. He has never come up to say, after I died for you, and we still rebel, we still sin. And still welcomes us and embraces us at every point we return to him, right? He doesn't make a fuss about it. So I don't think it is right of anybody to emphasize on the sacrifices.
Well,
because
sometimes...
like hidden stuff, things you did just to get a desired...
Priestley, depending on the when you look at it, context differs a lot. Your boyfriend is being stupid and you just feel like, after everything I've done for you, I don't think I would blame anybody. Or your girlfriend is being, do you understand? And you're trying to like, after everything I've done for this lady and this. So sometimes context would differ when somebody would choose to want to use.
So it's either you are using it to
belittle, to bring down the person,
not bring down,
or
to remind them.
No, it's not really a reminder most of the time. This is something I know I've been doing for a while. Sometimes you bring that up for control.
Yes, a lot of people do that for control.
For control, and it's manipulative.
Yeah.
Because now it's one-sided, like the person never did anything for you.
This is getting interesting. For control.
For control.
A lot of people.
Once you bring up what you did for me, you don't have to bring it up. If you're tired, be going.
Well, I won't say be going. I will say let's have a proper conversation.
No, hold on now.
Because sometimes people do.
Our
Yes,
video.
yes. Some even
Why
in
rub it
today.
on my face? If you're tired, be going. Why you rub it on my face? Every day I bought you boxers. Every day I bought you singlets.
Yes,
I don't
yes.
understand.
Priestley.
Or Ben, if you are tired,
Priestley.
go.
Priestley.
Don't rub it on my face.
Priestley.
When you bought me boxers, did you come to my house and want my big polo and took it home? Is that not sacrifice?
Priestley. See, so sometimes it doesn't seem the way it looks. Sometimes some people forget. Sometimes it's the manner in which it is being said. I agree with you 100%. I would just say manner of approach matters in the way you pass your message across to your friend or your spouse, because this is not gender-based conversation. This could be friends also. People say, I'm coming to Lagos. No, you're coming to Lagos. Come and stay. Okay, so I saw something online. A woman was about to go give birth outside the country. No, she gave birth to her first child outside the country. So now, she now says she wants to go and give birth again the second time, but funds is making. I don't know if you saw, is it something on mom's page or something like that? And she was like, I don't have the cost to go. My husband, things are a little bit, our visas are still intact, but things are hard right now. That if we decide to go and give birth to the second child abroad, we would run totally broke. She now put this in the comment section that people have been advising her that she should give back to Nigeria. If she gives back to Nigeria, to pay the bills is obviously, we know the gap in the bill. Someone in the comment section now said, no matter what you do this and go broke. One now also said, come, I have an Airbnb in Canada. I will give you for the duration of when you want to stay for free. Where am I going to with that? What you've expressed your mind, I said you've reached out for help, and people are able to come in to offer you help, sacrifice for you, and say, because they know the goal, the value of you doing that for your child, and not doing you did for the first child, you're not doing for the second child, it would not look good. So some people will say, what are you trying to achieve with that? Some will say it's a good thing. Some will say the sacrifice is not worth it. Why are people sacrificing so much for? So, in your own opinion, I don't know what you would say about sacrifices.
Okay, let's put it this way. I had a recent program. I think I facilitated the program. And one of the things I said that in that program is that the best gift you can give to your kids is the school they attend.
True.
Because you may not be able to empower them with all the money that you have and all of those. But if you give them an environment where there are possibilities. They can thrive. If you go to the right school, the right people, wealthy families and all that,
you get good opportunities.
Opportunities are now that's a worthy sacrifice, right? It's a worthy sacrifice. And let me put it this way: I want to cite something you said now. Okay, wife wants to go give birth in another country and all that. Take the citation. The man eventually sells car, sells house, took loan from the bank, made that happen
To get it done.
To get it done. The man is still in Nigeria.
It could even be the wife that would even do that. Anybody could do it.
Okay, because this thing, like you rightly say, can happen to anybody. She eventually goes there, or eventually goes there. Okay, use the lady now because she's going to give birth. She eventually gets there, gives birth. For some obvious reason, she decides to stay back for a bit. And in the process, she also finds another guy. She finds another. This is not internet fool for this matter. What they talk.
It has happened a lot.
There's an issue going on. There's an issue going on around that line right now.
Yes, you sacrifice, carry your wife, come out, you marry somebody else.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
Do you get? Now, what we are saying is, I don't want us to miss the topic. Is at what point does responsibility becomes
sacrifice, and when does it now become entitlement?
Good. This is the point. That's why we say definition. All right. If before you got married, you have said, okay, we're going to raise our children abroad, it will affect the spending of that family, true of us.
Definitely.
It means that it's not a man looking for the abroad money. It's two people
Looking for
looking for the abroad money. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
And the conversation says not one person is going, the whole family
we have to go.
I think you should reiterate on these two people thing more, because
yes, you understand.
we're having that issues a lot in family.
Do you understand?
Family dynamics.
Yeah, family
like
dynamics,
I said,
yeah.
definition from the day one. All right, two of us will go. We'll give back to our kids there. Now that you have said it, you know you will not use leave and go and pay for it.
Obviously.
You will raise money, Abi.
Yeah.
Why go and get a job? Are we get to our point say here?
Yes.
Then even if she doesn't have a job, as we cut down on your spending, we have some things you
That
can
we
buy on
want
the
to
whole
do.
streets. You can buy all the recent bags. We've got the family to raise overseas. Then tomorrow when she comes and say, "Oh, you didn't buy me," you say, "I'll say choose, buy you the bag, or we save up money," because it's defined. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Now the way it becomes entitlement is because you thought you married me. You just thought because we are married, I owe you. Did we discuss it?
Yeah, because there are sometimes I was going to ask about that. What about when the game is changed in the middle of the game? Like when the rules are changed in the middle of the game.
Beautiful. That's why every relationship should begin with on having good conversation, good communication style. Before you start a building, don't you decide what kind of house you want to build? I don't know if you can say.
I understand you.
How much more in marriage?
How much more marriage that is bigger? That is
a bigger institution than building a house.
People don't talk about what they want to accomplish with their marriage. They just feel something.
And that is
and they
why,
jump in.
yes, and that is why responsibility, sacrifice becomes entitlement, because people don't sit down to discuss or define what their relationships are. Even as friends.
Yeah.
Even as friends,
Yes.
I think people find it difficult
People
to
get entitled.
Yeah,
As
as friends,
friends.
yeah, people get entitled to that.
Well, that
even
was
as family
sacrifice now.
members.
That was sacrifice now.
family
Family
Yes.
members is
Yeah,
even
we'll
worse.
go
That
there.
is worse. Don't go
Family
there.
members is worse.
Don't go there.
It's worse. It's worse.
No,
you are, it's my sister now. And it's
They will
abroad.
bully you, even especially if you are the younger one. They will bully you.
my
I decide. I would like to find the balance. I want to say I disagree, but I would like to find the balance to it. So when you talk about siblings, for instance, now, and we are saying she's my sister, a lot of people are mean, wicked. A lot of people are. Trust me. I believe that you have a lot of siblings that don't care about one another financially, and it could be that because daddy liked you more than they liked. I'm just my own opinion. I stand to be corrected. That nothing is a factor. It's just thoughts that goes through our mind. Do you understand? So a lot of siblings would have and they don't want to share with their siblings. A lot of people don't want to take care of their parents. So by those ones asking, are they being entitled? Is it not the responsibility of your? Is it not a brother's responsibility to take care of the
I like
sister?
to come in here.
Yeah,
So-
please do.
You don't think it's their responsibility?
No, let her.
Provided that God lifted one person higher than the other.
No, it's
I think what you want to call it's not their responsibility.
no.
Well, I would feel responsible for my siblings if I'm blessed.
Comes in. If I am your brother now, you sound like this. I now know why you call me all the time. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
No, I just feel like
just give you the instance.
I'm flying private jets.
Hold on. If I'm your brother now,
No, but you don't owe me
I'll give you
anything.
the instance. If I'm your brother now,
Really?
You don't owe me anything.
I don't owe you.
You don't owe me
nothing,
anything.
oh.
If you give me, I appreciate it.
Yes.
I will so much.
Do you know why
appreciate
brothers
it,
kill
like-
brothers? Do you know why brothers kill
I don't
brothers?
agree.
Hold on. Do you know why siblings kill themselves? It's
Why?
this entitlement spirit. You
Okay,
don't work for something.
No,
Hold on.
don't call my name. I don't see it as being entitled.
It's
I see it
now.
as sorry.
Entitlement is when you don't have any legal claim over that thing. But
I
you're
agree.
forcing it.
No. I think we are seeing it differently. The angle where I'm coming from is, I don't know. Come on, it's your sibling for crying out loud.
Yeah, that's fine. That's empathy. You're
If-
putting some
And
empathy.
it's
I agree with
subject.
you.
It's subject.
What I'm saying,
I agree with you.
Even
Let me ask you this
the
question.
even the husband can get entitled with the wife.
Let
So
me
if
ask you-
I
So please,
as
let's
my
let
husband
Folukemi.
as my husband, if I do something for you like constantly, and then you now start to take it for granted, I'll call your attention to it that no,
Straight up.
you're getting entitled. I might not tell you.
Give me
you are
an
getting-
instance. So give me an
Okay,
instance.
so-
For instance, you cook every
Okay,
day.
so let
And
me give you
give me an instance.
Okay, so I don't.
You know why I'm asking you to give an instance? Sorry. I don't want us to mislead the public, our viewers, so that they need to understand the contents where you are coming from. For instance, now, somebody having to give sex to the husband every day now says, what is the problem? I give it to you when I feel like, stop acting entitled to that. I must give it to you every day. Whereas, that same man is not allowed to go outside and go and look for other means if he doesn't want to be entitled.
Yes,
He can use his money.
duty.
I'm sorry. He can use his money to find that entitlement outside.
No, excuse me.
I'm just trying to buttress it properly, so that we can understand where we are coming from together.
You're not rightly defining entitlement.
Okay, let's go.
There's no entitlement
Let's
to
go.
duty. Listen, there's no entitlement. Sleeping with your husband is a duty.
Okay. Now you're talking.
Hold on, it's a duty.
But providing for your siblings is it a duty?
It's not a duty.
I'm not saying it's a. I'm not told you. It's not a duty. I said, let me retrace properly.
No, I agree with you. We agree with you. I just trying to define.
No, you agree. Don't agree. Don't say we. Don't say we.
Okay.
It's not a duty because first, if I have a family I'm taking care of, I won't leave my family and not be bothered about my brother.
Priestley, I have not said that. Let me remind you what I said. I said, if I am well-to-do, very well-to-do, I'm flying private jet and I know I can afford. I'm doing very well, and I feel like because he wants to, it might be seen as being entitled. I shouldn't provide for my siblings. No, that's where I'm coming from.
But this is what I got.
Maybe you are not hearing me well.
This is what I got. Okay. That's why I say we need to be sure what the
entitlement is. Okay.
I don't know. Your brother is a billionaire. Does that mean that you can just walk into any hotel and just say, you know what? Do you know my brother is? Because that's what they do.
Oh no, that's not where I'm coming from. Obviously, that's entitlement. No. I said taking care of your siblings.
Hold on. If I have all the money, I'm not giving you money. I'm empowering you. If you mess it up, that's your business. You're not coming back again. Because if you come back again when you have ruined your chance, it means you're now entitled because you believe if I mess it up, this man will always.
But you also, Priestley, you also said just now.
If we don't put you through a disciplinary process, you will never get anything done for yourself.
But you also said just now that Jesus, no matter how many times we mess up, he continues to give us.
No, you don't get the point. Does he continue to die? You still don't get the point.
No, but he continues to give.
No, answer the question.
You just said Jesus. No, let's be realistic here.
Answer this question. Jesus dies on the cross.
Direct the question. You have to not bring it. Okay, direct it to me.
Jesus dies on the cross to take away your sin.
Okay.
You went to sin again and say Jesus go and die. That's what this is.
Everybody sins every day. They take it for granted.
Answer my question.
Okay.
It's about paying price now. What was the price that Jesus paid?
He died on the cross.
So because you sinned against you, Jesus died.
He has died once.
He has died once. That's what it means. I have paid the price once. I have settled you once. That you messed up the business doesn't change you from being my brother. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But we all know. Yes.
You brought Jesus now.
Yes.
Now you have that problem.
Yes.
You have that problem. You don't bring Jesus.
Okay. Now you start Jesus. Now you start with Jesus. Okay.
Jesus does not go to the cross and die again. Hold on. He doesn't go to the cross and die again.
Okay.
It's the same thing. I can't be going over and buying businesses for you when you're always ruining it. But it doesn't stop you. Me not giving you money again like you always get doesn't stop you from being my brother.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
This is the twist.
Doesn't stop you from being my brother. I still love you as a brother, but your chance to succeed in business, right, is not making any sense. So you're going to be a loophole in my finance. Even if I have all the money in the world, I'm just going to have a reckless brother.
Priestley, I disagree with you, and
I'll
push my point further. Sorry. Let me answer this. So Priestley, my thought about this is parallel into different segments. I know for a fact that it's not easy to run a business. I know how it can be that fall as many times as possible. Nobody is perfect. Do you understand? Peradventure, in your research, in your auditing for the business that you opened for your brother, you can tell that, some factors that made the business fail was not his fault. It's something that could happen to anybody. Would you still be interested in sticking out your neck for him?
Is he taking responsibility for the fall, or you believe there's a brother who will bail him?
That is why I said auditing.
That's the point.
That's why I said I'm not putting entitlement in my conversation anymore. I said that in auditing it,
so
if you realize that.
Okay, let's put it this way. Hold on. If you took that money from the bank, it's not his brother. Hold on. You ran the business aground. Would you go to the bank and say, sorry, I can't pay that loan, but give me another? I would be sentimental here. Would the bank give you money? You're already owing. The concept is already entitlement. Because first, you're not paying back that money. So you can gamble with it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You can gamble with it. That no matter what happens in this business.
And money is still the way. Money is still where it is.
This is the way you talk. You go spoil plenty people family for this show. And I'll tell you why. For the husbands, for the husbands that open businesses for their wives and their wives run it now. This is a cue for them to say, go and watch some Priestley on Grounded Man. And he said, I'm not supposed to open the second business for you. Because we all know that business, you have
Do you
to
know how
do
many
it.
kids run their father's businesses down and money? By being
Please find a balance
we're
to it.
using sacrifice and responsibility. On the flip side, with responsibility, you have irresponsibility.
Of course.
Hold on. Now you are irresponsible and you're expecting someone to be responsible for your recklessness. That's why I think that's why we need to study the Jews.
Okay.
They don't raise wimps. All right? They don't raise wimps. That you are born from this family does not entitle you to anything. You will work for your own. What will give you our opportunities that we probably also had. Do you get what I'm saying? It's Africa that is doing this madness. You see someone 30 years still stay with the parents. It's madness. That's why you see we don't succeed on time. Bad things have to happen before we succeed. If the person supporting you does not die, some people will not get up in that family and go to their life.
True.
And you get what I'm saying? That is the recklessness we have everywhere.
True.
And guess what? Criminal intents are born out of that. Because our entitlement says, how my brother go get money, no, they help me. You have not said how many times he helped you that it didn't work out. You don't pour water in baskets.
I agree with you. I stand with what you said. My own thought is that you don't have money. For those that have helped and can still continue to help, why not?
So can I
I'm only talking about those that said they cannot even, they don't even want to help at all.
Can I take
Do you
it further
know? You will. There are people that have this money and they don't even want to see their family at all.
Do you know
That's where I'm coming from.
For that? That's why you see, you're talking surface. Let me give you the truth. People are dealing with what's called inner trauma. Inner child trauma.
I said it that maybe because daddy liked your sister.
Hold on first now. Because the thing is, you don't shift come for our conversation. Okay. I'm trying to bring it back.
Okay.
Do you understand? We're trying to bring it home.
Let's just have fun.
Somebody is not responding to family. You don't know the genesis. Imagine you going to Joseph, who was sold by his brothers. Are you listening to me?
Okay.
And saying, you're not prime minister in Egypt. Why don't you go and call your... He didn't go to call his family. Let's be clear. Are you understand?
Yes.
He didn't go to look for his family. Circumstances brought them
to the place.
But
to meet each other again.
Did you notice that there was pain in his heart?
Reluctant, yes, true.
But he did not respond to the pain. Do you understand? And he even said, what you meant for evil, he mentioned it.
Yeah.
What you meant for... That means he didn't forget.
So there was pain.
Do you understand? He did not forget. All right? If there was pain, that means there's a trauma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you get? But he chose to respond differently. But guess what? Stylishly. Did you notice he arrested somebody among his brothers?
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Do you understand, Prince?
He did.
These are trauma responses.
But in this case,
now wait. Somebody now hears that gist. Wait now. Someone now hears that gist. Say, Prime Minister, his brother, the Prime Minister.
We don't know what his brother do.
Do you understand? Now there is a pre-time, there is the time, and there is the post-time, right? The pre-time they sold in, they rebelled against and all the time. The time itself is still dealing with his crisis. The post-time, he made them powerful. Do you understand, Prince? But meanwhile, we edited that time when he was dealing with his crisis. We took that one out and labeled him a bad man. Are we learning this thing now?
Yes, we are.
We labeled him a bad man. Meanwhile, they don't know that there's a part where he also now showed up and said, even though you did this to me, I won't respond with evil. Let's all enjoy ourselves.
That is my point.
But guess the point. Did you ever hear that Joseph went from time to time to give them money? He sent them far away from him. Do you understand? This is a concept. Because there's a way you see your pain looking at you. You won't forget what was done to you. I hope you're getting what I'm trying to say.
True.
So he settled them, but it was not. We never read in the Bible. We never read in the Bible where Joseph had time spent.
I have not said bring them close. I have not said live with your siblings. I've only said that if God uplifts you higher than the other, is it not all right? Thank you. That's my point.
Absolutely.
But you can't continue to support a stupid one, a reckless one.
We are back.
Of course, no.
We are back.
When we started the argument, I didn't say support a reckless sibling.
Abiola.
No.
Abiola.
I said for those that God has uplifted.
Shake my hands. We're back there.
Support.
Yes.
Abiola.
Yeah.
I've been trying to come in for time now. Now, what I was just trying to say is this.
Okay.
There has to be, before you re-support, after the recklessness, everything.
What if it wasn't reckless?
However, he turned bad. It was either chance or recklessness. After the whole audit, and before you try to re-support, is there like you said, a disciplinary? Now, disciplinary doesn't
auditing.
mean like an auditing. Like, okay, has the person learnt? What has the person learnt? what has the person, okay, how better can he do this thing? Is he willing to prove to you, even knowing that, after knowing that you have all the money and you can throw it around, in fact, you throw it around. He knows that you throw it around. But is it willing to, then that's the twist. A lot of them are not willing to come and prove to you that, look, I've learned and I can do it better. And they want to show you the work, the homework, like this is how I will do it better, and convince you that I can do it better. But they just feel like you have the money, you throw it around. So if I fail 10 times, I think you should be able to throw it around me 10 times. Which doesn't, that's the mentality we are trying to fight against.
I'm not, of course.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying
I'm not in support of that.
That's what we are trying to build in this show right now.
Okay, yes.
To say, look, however, even if he throws it around, if he gives it to you, it's a sacrifice.
Of course.
Are you getting me?
Of course.
Because it was never yours in the first place.
Of course.
So if he gives it to you, however he has it,
Bring
a lot.
that into a proper relationship today. Let me give you an instance. You're dating a lady who sees you as an escape from poverty.
Poverty.
Do you understand? Before the relationship started, they came with entitlement. And their body.
Preach it on.
Do you understand? Before the relationship started, they've not even met a man. They're already entitled to any man who make mistake dates them. I don't know if they've not even met the man. You hear them say, anybody will come my way now. If you don't get money, I don't give up. Right? That's statement they are saying.
It's been entitled to
just eat your money. Now, a man decides to say, okay, how much you want to spend? I'll be billionaire. I'll give you an instance. How much she fits the portfolio, the kind of girl I want to take out, meet my friends. Because most people marry for some very funny reasons.
True.
You'll be alarmed at why most men have side chicks.
True.
Sometimes their wife don't fit the mold of the person they want to show in public.
True.
I don't know if you're getting what I'm trying to
Yes,
say.
yes.
I hope we're getting what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Good. So now this Barbie shows up and she's doing all of this and she's aware that this man likes me because I fit the mold and all that. And she also had a plan. If I'm meeting a Dogun and go solve all our poverty problems to our last
Immediately.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Now watch this. This man decides because he didn't get there by chance. He got there by hard work. He's successful by hard work. And the way he thinks, because men are logical, women are emotional. Do you understand? There's a way he thinks. How much you want job? If I empower you with 2 billion. Do you understand what I'm saying? You see the word he uses? This is if I dash you 2 billion.
Empower.
He says if I empower you with 2 billion, that thing should be able to generate more money for you to buy anything.
You want to.
Watch this. He eventually empowers the lady because she came entitled to. That is now our money. The one in his bank account.
It's still their money.
It's still their
You don't
money.
understand the problem.
They want to eat in the afternoon.
And that is a problem.
That is the problem. Now,
That is a
what's
problem.
this?
They want to buy fuel.
Now, what's this? She's not administrative about the business. The business runs into a problem. She comes to ask for more money. And the man is saying, let's talk about your account. Let's talk about your books.
Let's see what you've done so far with
Do you
2
understand what
billion.
I'm saying?
You have entered Wala.
Let's talk about your books.
What do you mean?
Is it because you
because you
gave
gave
me
me the money?
Do you understand?
Is it because you gave me money?
that brings
So
you
start ordering me around?
I should
And guess what?
I should be bringing the book for you to look at.
To punish you, they go and lock the shop. See, I not do again. Let me see if you not take care of me. Meanwhile, that's not what they want to do. That's why I said when people
They want to
when
manipulate
people
you
bring
into.
entitlement, they want to control. They want to manipulate. And most of the time, that's why men usually say women have fish brain. There's no step you want to take as a woman that the man has well.
Yeah, I don't agree that women have fish brain. No.
Women don't have fish
No,
brain.
you know why they say that? You know why
Women
they say
don't
that?
have fish
You know
brain.
My wife will get fish brain. No.
I said that's why most men say.
Okay, most
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
they
time
say
that's
that,
the
they say
exception.
that.
Men calculate your moves. They know why you are doing what you are doing. They just let
True,
you fly. They
true,
just let you do it.
true,
You will think
true,
it was because you
true,
tried.
true,
The man knows that it's
You are
not
right.
your pride that brought the money.
Nah, it was-
I just want peace.
Peace in
don't
my
know,
mind. You're right.
He's going. Take
You're
the
right.
money and
Take the
go.
money. Is it money?
Take. Because what a man comes into a relationship to do, one thing. Women come for different things, basically. A man comes to a relationship looking for peace. A woman comes to a relationship looking for happiness.
Happiness.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And that trade-off is what makes the balance happen. Hope we get what I'm saying.
Yes.
And overall, under that peace, the house of the peace of the what's called happiness for a woman is one word: safety or security. And they want to be safe in 3 environments: emotional safety, financial safety, and spiritual. Do you get what I'm saying?
True,
Yeah.
true.
Do you get the picture there?
Yes, I do.
But the man is coming in for, because I am wired for chaos. Every man is wired
For chaos. Take
There's
charge.
always an internal war going on. Let him just see his primary school mate who drives a bigger car than him. He's coming home depressed.
Something will tweak.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? He's coming home sad. He's coming home. Oh man, not
But that's for
Hold
all
on.
gender.
Now, no, not for all gender.
Oh,
Men.
It's for
even
men.
women too.
No,
You have
women.
in this generation now.
No. A woman knows how to get that thing done. That's why you don't under pressure. You just know that you get big phone, Abi. I'll just call one of my ex. A man will think the process. How do I even buy a jeep now?
Who doesn't want to go?
Do you understand?
I think on that, it's because women are more multitaskers than men.
Yes.
Yeah. So when a woman is confronted with something that is heavy, she's able to juggle
it.
But men, no.
One way.
No, it's just that thing. It's just that thing.
And that's why I said
Just that
there's chaos.
Yeah.
So when a man is looking for a woman, he's just looking for the person that will calm the storm with him.
Give him peace.
And they can pay any price.
Yeah.
That's why I tell women, once you give your husband peace.
Well, the funny thing is, I would like to tackle that part that says any price. Not all women will pay any price.
No,
Some
I
are.
said
The man will pay any price for
price.
peace.
The man will pay. Yes.
Let me tell you the truth.
I thought you were going to say
Hold on
the
a
woman will pay any price to
No,
get
the
that
man.
thing. That
The
thing.
man.
The man will
Now
pay
let's
the
get
price
this.
for peace.
People have asked me many times, why do men cheat? I say, you don't get the point. We are not attached to cheating. No man. Because a man cannot love. The truth is that technically, psychologically, a man doesn't have the ability to love two people the same way.
Of course.
There's a person they love, there's a person they are using. But a woman can love 4 people and be confused.
Time. That's why they will love all
Do you
their
agree with
children.
that?
I don't agree.
Oh, guess what? Let me put that way. A woman can.
I saw it in her look that she does not
Let me give you
agree.
the answer. Family setting. Usually, daddy always have a favorite. Mothers don't have favorite.
Mothers are
I know, mothers are favorite. Oh,
No, you will know. You will
Mothers
know.
are-
Let me give you the picture.
Mothers
That's
are
the
favorite,
That's the
though.
point. That's what you think. That's what you think. Talk. Just challenge them differently. You see the response are the same for the mother, but challenge the son differently from the child. If a child and the father, the response is different. Now let me put it this way: you can say they are attached differently. But
Okay,
for
that's
love-
the word attached
but
differently.
For love, no mother loves a child. Do you know every child came out from her womb, from her body?
Well, that's true.
She's attached to all her
Children.
That's true.
all
That's
her children.
I think
Men, don't know the pain. They don't know. They
So
just
it's
find
easy
the
for them to just
they
pick one of
find
the
the
child.
boy.
Right.
This person is doing well in school.
you
and my
understand
boy,
what?
this
Why
my boy,
don't
this
you
my boy
agree
doing
with
well.
me?
They just
This
find
is
the
my
boy that is
boy.
doing well in school, and they're saying this is what he took from my DNA. Now my pikin did this. You see, I do get what I'm saying.
Yes.
Because he's one way. He needs facts to be attached. He needs facts.
She was going to buttress your point.
I don't think women have favorites because
They don't have favorite, right?
Your experience with each
Bet.
child is different.
Okay.
But even in the occasion where a woman has a favorite, she won't show it.
That's
She won't
not
show
showing it. Is because people think that women can mask their emotion. They really cannot. Because women must flow. Things must be flowing. They can't keep one.
They
emotion.
react to it immediately.
Let me give you the answer. They can't keep one emotion for too long. Let me give you this truth. If your wife is quarreling with you this morning, by evening, the reason why they are quarreling with you has changed. They can't keep one emotion for too long. I mean, this is of course, I had a bit of background of psychotherapy. I can tell you that men can hold on to one emotion
Yeah, for long.
For long.
Forever.
Yeah, true.
Forever.
But you see,
The same way he feels 10 years ago
and that's why
about
when you're talking about when a man is telling
it.
his pain, he will tell you detail for detail how he felt. He will
10
tell you.
years ago.
A
Yeah,
woman
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
remember.
yeah, still-
A woman doesn't
So-
even remember.
So
It's
far he
angry
went
now.
through it.
Let me tell you, the woman can even be angry now that I don't remember. You cannot remind me.
I
Do you
think
understand about how I feel?
I
That's
think-
the new one now.
I think it's safe to say that is why women are the one giving birth. Because when they are giving birth to that child at that time, the pain is fresh.
But when the child
Give them 3 weeks after, they will start drawing you up and
I'm
down.
telling you.
But men, that thing that caused them pain, they most likely wouldn't go back.
Yes,
Statistically, women can forgive cheating. Men don't forgive. Men.
But why don't men forgive cheating?
I'll give you the
If the
instance.
man can cheat, why shouldn't the man be able to forgive the
Let me
woman?
tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Why?
How did we go from sacrificing versus responsibility to cheating?
Sorry, if the man can pick calls of his girlfriends, female friends, why can the woman not pick calls?
You said female
Let me
friends.
answer
And so
that.
why can
friends.
the woman pick calls?
Let me answer
Yeah,
that.
because you know that you people fall. You people fall
Hold on.
easily.
No, that's not true. That's not
Okay,
true.
okay, that's my own idea.
The reason is
That's my own
simple.
thought.
The reason why men don't handle cheating differently because it rubs on their ego. Not their
Okay,
ego.
that's another
Okay,
angle.
that's
That's one
No,
angle. That's one angle. That's one angle.
Let me bring it to you. It has insulted their ego. It's not the sex now. It's not the act.
When the man is doing his own, he's not insulting
Hold
the
on
woman.
now. You don't get the point. Okay, you need to see this conversation. We won't finish about not true, but we need to strike the balance. Why women can actually forgive cheating? Why when a woman confronts you, it's not by the acts. It's the possibility that they have been replaced.
Okay, they want to know their stand
So
immediately
once you reassure,
and
with
do one or
commitment,
two.
They'll overlook at it.
They'll overlook it.
You cannot even hear the woman say, oh man, cheat. Now just find the one way they fear God. Do you understand? They're the one making excuse for you now. He's a sharp guy. He knows how to reassure. Do you understand? But when a woman cheats to a man, for a man, it's not the act. He has been dethroned.
She doesn't agree. She doesn't agree with you.
I'm giving you this. I'm telling you the answer now. You know why? Men naturally, by virtue of their ego, that's why every man has a narcissistic tendency. Every man is borderline narcissist. Every man, don't make a mistake. Say narcissist. Even you that talk, there's a thing that will happen to you. We know you have that tendency
to.
They'll help you squeeze it out.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yes,
and it's just the ego problem. All right.
Yes.
A man will not touch you again, knowing that he can still sleep with his girlfriend that has slept with another man. You know why? That is not his own. The one that is his own, he feels like, no, I can't touch you anymore. Not because he doesn't have sex, libido, and drive and all these things. He just feels insulted.
Ego.
Are you getting the difference? He just feels insulted. All right?
From a woman's point of perspective, what is your perspective about this? So we can round up.
So, most 90% out of 100 times when a man is cheating, a woman might not even talk, but she knows.
Yes.
But she knows, but she just decides.
How do you people always know?
No, they know.
Sorry, I'm just asking for reassurance.
They are very intelligent. They
For
know.
me, I feel that.
They know.
So even the dumbest woman knows.
They know.
Yeah. But I feel that.
That one, I'm not naive.
I know that's not what we're talking about. But there are certain things in relationships that are deal breakers.
Yes.
So if I can't take it from you, then you shouldn't give it to me. Yeah. So if I won't cheat on you, then you shouldn't cheat on me.
But this conversation is not about who cheats on you.
Yeah, that's why I said that's not what we are talking about.
Women cannot hold on to one emotion for too long, and they bring that it can mess up their whole being.
Anyways, to put a balance to what we started, for me, responsibility, sacrifice is it that the grammar is what is putting damage to those two words, or people are just being entitled? Moving forward, I would advise that human beings find a balance to all the things. Whatever you know is your responsibility, get it done. Whatever you know you want to know what you are sacrificing for, and know at the back of your mind that once you are sacrificing, like Priestley has said, try as much as possible not to rub it on that person's face, because nobody holds a gun to your head to sacrifice. It's not under duress. Do you understand? So that is how I would put a balance to it. On a closing remark, I don't know what you would say. I don't know what you would say about it. I don't know what you would say about it.
So I think that.
Okay, so what I believe is, when you use the word sacrifice, you don't expect anything back.
In return,
that's why it's called sacrifice. You are willing to let it
go.
Bringing it up means it was never a sacrifice. It
Control.
was a bait
To control the other person.
Control. Okay? The responsibility, like I said, I think that word, we need to to bring that butter from it, because it's not exactly what the deal breaker is in relationship. It's duty. All right? It's duty. So, and every relationship should start with a definition. What are we doing in this relationship? As a man, I know my duties as a man. Right?
As a friend, it could be friends.
Yes.
It could be
So you can't make me go overboard.
As a boss to a staff too.
Yes. Do you get it? Okay, you just said something that is very striking. You see bosses who employ their staff to take care of things in the office and still make them take care of things at home.
At home.
That's an abuse. They don't
Abuse of responsibility.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Of duty.
No, of duty.
Of duty. Sorry. Abuse of duty. I'm not
So
saying duty.
if you now say, you are fired because you didn't bring my kids from school, in a normal situation, you should be arrested at the bot. You want to press charges, because this was not why I was employed.
It's not part of the
But
job
if
description.
At her own free volition, she decides it's okay. I see how your job and all
Then
that
don't
is.
be entitled to it when she doesn't do it or when he doesn't do it.
That's a sacrifice. But before you did that sacrifice, madam, when the chips are down, when the chips are down,
Don't
nobody
use it as
recognize you for it. Don't go and begin to call other staff and say, you don't know what I've been doing for God.
A gate man.
Chose to do it.
A gate man is guilty of it. The gate man that sees you working every day, you give him 1,000 every day. The day you don't give him, if you don't give for 2-3 times consecutively, the way they would. So I don't know. Right. On a closing remark, what would Folukemi say?
For me, I like to go back to the Bible.
Okay.
That's
Even
fine.
the Bible expects the man and woman to sacrifice. The Bible says that the man should love the wife like Christ loves the church. True. That's sacrifice. That's not easy. The Bible says the wife should respect the husband. There are times that your husband will do some things that you will not even.
You don't remember Christ. You don't remember church.
Respect to is sacrificial. So I feel that, just like Priestley said, that we should know what we are getting into, even if it is not a man-woman relationship, any other relationship. What exactly are you doing in this relationship? Yeah, and don't take advantage of the other person.
Upon and that, true. Thank you so much for looking.
All right.
My co-host.
Yeah, all has been said. Such a very interesting conversation. The truth is, let us understand that when you get anything from anybody, you are not entitled to
it.
Appreciate it.
No matter how little it is.
No matter how little it is, appreciate it. It was never yours in the first place. Appreciate it to the last. And if you get it, fine. If you don't get it, don't criticize for not getting it. Don't go about blowing it. You know, at the end of the day, work hard to get yours. At the end of the day, that's my opinion. Thanks.
Thank you for watching to this episode of The Grounded Man. For those that are out there, I would advise you to take every form of help as gratitude, because being entitled makes relationship difficult to keep afloat. My name is Abiola. I remain your host on The Grounded Man. With me here,
Priestley.
Folukemi Seun-Abudu.
And your co-host, Tosin Gbadebo. Thank you so much.
Like, share, comment, subscribe on all our platforms. Thank you for watching this episode. See you on the next one.